Hello, and welcome back to the channel. On today's episode of Lonely Talking, I wanted to do a bit of a unique thing, I would say. Now, not unique in the general sense, I mean unique in my channel sense. This is, if you don't know what this is essentially a personality test, you know. I thought it might be fun to see what kind of questions we get, how I could respond to them. See, we have all these personalities down here, as you can see. All meaning different types of things, you know. I don't know exactly what I mean. Last time I did this, I got Logician, I think. Maybe, you know, this time it will change, even though Logician does really fit me. Anyway, let's try it out. I hope there aren't too many questions, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Rarely make new friends. I do not. I rarely go outside even, much less make new friends, you know. Which is one reason why I want to start doing this channel and stuff, because I want to go out into the world and try and explore more people. Try not explore more people. That's a weird sentence. And try and find more friends to make. That's the correct phrase. Try to make more friends. That's the correct sentence I'm trying to say. You spend lots of free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Hell yes. I currently have a fucking book here that was worth $169, no joke, about learning a language, and I have barely used it because I'm too busy with other stuff that piques my interest, like chess and other video games. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like I want to cry too. I mean, isn't that what like everybody has? Like somebody. Well, I mean, no, wait, not in the generals. No, I think about it, not really. I've seen people cry a lot, and then I usually just think, okay. Then I move on with my day. I don't know what else to do. So I think I'll just do a tiny disagree. Often make backup plan for backup plan. Agreed. I usually have a plan in case that plan fails, but that plan can also fail, so I think about how to make sure that doesn't fail as well. I always make sure I have at least I know what to do in any situation. If everything goes wrong, I know what to do. You usually stay calm, even under a lot of pressure. Well, I would say it's sort of 50-50, you know? On the one hand, I'm outwardly calm. Like, like externally, I look calm and stuff, and I act calm. But on the inside, I'm just screaming. In my head, it's like hell that just broke loose. And I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. So I'll do this one. Social defense, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people. Most of the ones you already knew. Oh yes. Fuck socialization with new people. I don't know them. I don't know what they like. I don't know if they even gonna like me. How can I talk to them if that's the case, you know? I would even try. Prefer to completely finish one project for starting another. Well, yes, I do prefer that, but that usually doesn't happen. Oh, 10%? Jesus Christ. I prefer doing that, you know, but that usually doesn't happen. That's the annoying part. Because I get distracted by something else, then I get busy with that thing. So I'll put a tiny yes. Very sentimental. I would say not. I usually throw away stuff of my past. I prefer staying in the here and now, you know, looking to the future instead of what's happening today. That's sort of my outlook on life. I prefer to sort of stay with the happenings of the day and try and be as happy as possible. Which in this world is getting harder and harder, you know, but that's a different topic entirely. Then, you know, thinking about the past and what happens there. You like to use organized tools to schedules and list. No. I just try and remember everything. Does it work? No. Not by a large margin. But I still try it. And that's the best we can do. Should I use schedules and lists? Oh yes. In the future, I'm gonna do it as well. Like, I have like this whiteboard hanging on top of my wall right now, in case I have like a test or something, so I can write that down. I'm probably gonna forget to use it, but I have it at least. Even a small mistake can cost you the down your overall abilities and knowledge. Heavily agreed. Like whenever I play chess, for instance, I'm like the highest I got was 1024, which is decently high for a beginner, you know. And I keep making like small mistakes, thinking, how the fuck am I above 1000? How does this happen? Like I'm terrible at the game, even though I'm in reality, I'm just like not. I'm pretty good, I would say, for someone at my level. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone already you find interesting and starting a conversation. No. Look, let me explain like this, okay? Let's say one day I get, you know, famous here on YouTube and I get invited like events and stuff. And I see like a celebrity I'm interested in. I am never in my life gonna get within like 5 meters of them. I'm going to stay as far the fuck away as I humanly can. Otherwise I will panic. And that won't be fun. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. But I do like that actually. I like watching a lot of stuff about video games and how people think about them and, you know, theories about them, theories about TV shows and stuff. Those are always fun to watch. It's always nice to get a new perspective on sort of things, you know? Instead of sticking with the one perspective that you have, because I'm maybe keep it real with y'all. I'm not really good with reading between the lines of TV shows, you know? Like sometimes TV shows are supposed to say this sort of thing and they're supposed to say this sort of thing. I just watch the TV show as it is. Which usually isn't how you're supposed to do it because they're trying to tell a message to the viewer. So I like learning about what the actual message is supposed to be instead of just being dumb like me. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. I heavily agreed. I prefer to think about things logically than emotionally. You know? I don't really like thinking, oh, I like doing that thing, but I'd like doing that, so I'm gonna do that thing. No, I don't do that. I think this thing would be fun for me to do. So that's why I'm gonna do it, because logically I think it's gonna be fun in the long run. Like YouTube, for instance. I think if I manage to, you know, meet people through this, make videos with people, collaborate with people, and have more fun with people, eventually it's better than my heart saying, oh, this is not gonna be fun at any point, you know? You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment, instead of planning a particular daily routine. Yes. I usually just think, I'm gonna do this when I feel like it, and that's about it, you know? That's sort of how I do things. Sometimes I do plan things if I need to do them, you know? Like I say, oh, I need to wash the dishes on this time period, or I need to do this on this time period. But primarily it's just, you know, I feel like doing this, so I'm gonna do it. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Yes. You know, I am me at the end of the day, you know? You should like me for who I am instead of a fake persona I'm gonna put up. That's sort of the vibe. Like, people always put up a fake persona to meet other people. You know, they're always like, oh, this is actually me, but in reality they're a giant asshole. I just want people to like me for who I am. You enjoy participating in group activities? No, fuck that. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending? Not really, because my interpretation is always worse than how it could end when they officially write it, you know? I prefer like a story to be closed instead of having it open-ended at the end. Your happiness comes from more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. Yes, I like helping people. If somebody asks for my help and they do something successfully, then that's a good thing. I much prefer that than being the only one celebrating instead of celebrating with another person. You are interested in so many things that you find difficult to choose what to try next. Agreed. I have chess, I have languages, I have video games I'm now interested in. I don't know what to focus on at what point. You know? Like at one point I find this fun, and at another point I find this fun. I don't know when to trade this for that and this for that. which is pretty annoying because I do want to, learn a language and meet new people by using that language. But sadly, because the other things on my list are that ability goes away a bit. You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Yes, I am. I believe, I don't know what the name of that thing is, but I do know there is a name for it. Sort of, every happy moment is followed by something bad gonna happen. Hold on, I'm gonna put my charger in first before I forget that. Well, it's gonna be very awkward soon. So, my brain always thinks, if I am happy now, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, something bad is gonna happen. That happiness will instantly be taken away. Which I find, I know it is a pretty negative mindset, I know. But it is, a more realistic outlook of the world, You never know for how long you can be happy, which is pretty sad. I would love that the entire world could be happy permanently, but that sadly isn't possible. We have wars happening, starvation, and then other bad things I'm not even gonna mention. I don't think permanent happiness is possible in this world, sadly enough. So I heavily agree with that. You avoid leadership roles. No, I want to be the leader because nobody else ever does shit besides me. It's usually just there are 5 people in the group. So today, not today, but currently at school we have to do a 10-week long project of making an escape room. Okay. And guess who's the only person doing something? It's ya boy. So almost every time I have to sort of lead the group into what we have to do and what's the best way to do it. So I am a good leader, I would say.